Well, hello, and welcome to I'm Right, which is the pre show, which isn't much of a pre show. It's just me talking to you all till the show starts in approximately 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So, again, welcome. Also, if you are watching this in replay, please know that you can fast forward right past this spot and get right into the show, right into the content, and you don't have to listen to my voice for another 4 minutes. But if you just love hearing my voice, there's a couple of things you can do during the show. One thing you can do is you can be part of the show. You can have a voice and we can see you if you wish that. There will be QR codes that pop up during the show. You can just click on that QR code with your smartphone and follow the prompts, and you will be in the show, on the show, where we can see you and hear you, and the rest of the audience can see and hear you also. And don't worry, there won't be a surprise because we will let you know when we're bringing you to the stage. Also, if you are watching this on YouTube or Facebook, you'll see a link. Also, if you want to be part of the show and participate within the show with us and talk to us and all of that. And also through Facebook and YouTube, you can comment anytime you wish, and we encourage that. We really love when you comment, and on this platform, this is how we know you're here. So we would love for you to do that. We just have about another 2 minutes and 15 seconds, and the show will begin. So please stand by. Now, for those of you that haven't heard this before, but this season of I'm Right is going to end this month, and it is October. So I think we have 2 more shows, I believe, in this, 3 more shows in this month, and then we will start again in January. And in January, we should have guests. We're going to try to bring you guests almost every episode that you can also interact with and ask questions to our guests. So we're going to try to bring a lot of very interesting guests to the show also. So we're looking forward to that. So right now, the only show we're going to be doing is I'm Right. And 2 of the other shows may eventually come back, the shows that I did myself, but not in January. We are revamping everything. Okay, so we have about another 30 seconds and the show will begin, and you will be able to see my beautiful face and Jill's beautiful face and hear our wonderful voices also. So please stand by. We got about 15 seconds. See you soon.
Hey.
Hey, Why can't I hear you, Jill? Are you speaking
don't-
loud enough? Are
I
you
am.
speaking into the mic?
I am. I absolutely am.
Okay, all right, I hear you.
You hear
All
me?
right, yes,
Well, I hope our audience can hear us too. Hello, everyone. This is I'm Right,
I'm right.
and I'm Jill Cox Cordova.
I'm Anthony Cordova.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes.
John has already said hello. Hello, John.
John,
welcome,
what's
welcome,
going
welcome.
on, John? We're
And-
happy you're here.
We are.
Yeah.
And Connie and Ronaldo, we're happy you're here too.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
And we hope we have a surprise guest that's in our house right now.
Jill, that's spoiler alert. That's
don't know who it
spoiler alert.
You have to know who it is.
Disregard. Men and women of the jury, please disregard.
jury?
Please disregard the last statement. Strike it. Strike it. That's what you need to do. Strike it.
Well, John says he can hear us both, so that's good.
Wonderful,
Thank you for confirming,
wonderful.
John.
Yeah, sometimes we need the audience to confirm that, you can hear us because, modern technology. And we got a lot of stuff going on here
do.
to bring
There's
the
a lot of
show
equipment
to
in
you.
this room.
And even sometimes when all the gadgets tell us our audio is going out, we just like to know for sure.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
so cool.
So how are you?
I'm wonderful. I am happy to be here doing I'm Right, I'm Right.
I'm right. I'm right.
Yes, and I like saying that I'm right.
I'm right.
I
Everybody knows I'm
That
right.
I'm
Sometimes I let you
right.
have it, but most of the time, I'm right.
Well, listen, you're right when you agree with me. That's it. You are right.
Is that how
then.
it works?
You are right when you agree with me, and
Okay.
and many other times you are right also, even when you don't agree with me. But on occasion, I am so right. I am so right. An audience, do you know?
They can
I'm
probably
gonna-
count on one hand
I'm
how many
going to
times that's
tell you-
happened in 7 years.
I'm going to tell you how you know when Jill knows that I'm right.
Stop talking.
Yeah, she gets quiet. she gets quiet.
When there's
She's
nothing
got
left to be said, there's nothing
else
left to be
say.
said.
She just gets
Yeah, like why
Zip.
why waste words?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what's up? What's going on tonight? What are
Well,
we doing?
tonight we are talking about good enough.
Good enough.
Yes, good enough people, good enough things, good enough decisions, good enough choices, good enough.
I would think, like what is good enough?
Well, it's part
It's-
of a segment that we call
Stand by your stance.
On that, my dear, you are absolutely right. We need
Jill, you're pressing stuff, and she doesn't know what she's pressing because I'm the tech guy, and she's pressing
Anybody
stuff
who knows
and things,
my-
and you heard
my
her say,
previous-
but
anyone-
I already fixed it. It's
He
all
did.
good.
He did. Anyone who knows my previous career knows I was a producer. I was not a director. So for me punching a show, it's like, that's the wrong button.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
but we're cool now. Okay, so you are absolutely right to start with that question: is what is enough?
Yeah, what is enough? I mean, in so many different ways, what is enough? Is there ever enough money? Is there ever enough fun? Is
I would
there
say
ever
no to
enough-
both of those.
Is there? You would say no to.
Both
There's
of those.
never enough money.
You mean that?
Is
Well,
there
and-
ever
and-
enough money?
You mean that the whole world has, or we
No,
have?
that you
or-
have, that you can have.
No,
Is
I've
there
never
ever
had
enough
money. No, to do with the
So,
things I want to do.
But my
no.
point is in your mind, is there ever an amount that's enough money?
Well, I mean, that's a kind of twisted question for me because, as you know, I'm not motivated by money. I just do things because I like to do them, not because it's gonna make
So
me
then
a
money
lot of
doesn't
money.
matter.
until I want that penthouse or that boat or that property, like then I'm like,
Well,
I don't have enough money.
well, but I'm actually more interested in. Well, I am interested in your opinion also, but I also
I
want
hope
to
so.
know what the
Good
audience
catch.
thinks about that. Or I was discussing this earlier. What about in a relationship?
Well, see, that's
Is
where the good enough comes in, I believe, because enough and
well,
good enough are two different
yeah,
things.
maybe not. Maybe you meet a person that's very nice and they check all the boxes. If you're a box checker, they have a good job, they're attractive, they're funny, they're all of these things. But are they enough for you? Are you settling for this person because they check boxes? Are they the person that really connects to you the way you need a person to connect to? So are they
Well, those are
enough? And no one is perfect. No one is perfect. So do we settle for someone that is close to our dream? Are they enough?
well. I think that depends on who you are. So, for example, I've been around. I have friends. Well, in our younger days, some of my friends didn't have as much self-esteem as they've grown into.
Yeah.
That they've discovered and embraced about themselves. So back in the day, they thought the person they were with were good enough because they thought that was the best they could do. But I've also been around people, not friends, but I've observed people who, they can be out on a date with you, and every time somebody walks by, they're on the hunt to see if there's someone better right around the corner or in front of them, right? They're always
Okay.
looking for something better
Right.
or someone better. But
Okay.
usually their reasons for someone better was rather superficial,
Okay.
you know. So I think good enough depends on, like we were saying, your definition of enough and your own self-esteem and mental state in terms of people. And maybe, because if it's a matter of settling, it's because you think you don't deserve better.
Okay. So that
Or maybe you're a player.
maybe you are, and maybe there's
Just
never
always on the
enough.
hunt.
Maybe there's never enough
Never
people to
enough.
have some type of relationship
Yes,
with.
there
Maybe there's
I know those
not.
kind of people too. Yes.
Maybe there's not.
Yes.
But enough. What is enough? It is really a loaded question.
Yes, because I actually see benefits to having a good enough mentality.
Yes, there can be. Yes,
Because that means you're not
absolutely.
striving for
So
perfection. You understand that mistakes are inevitable, but mistakes don't, doesn't have to be final. Like you can fix mistakes. You can learn things.
yes,
So it kind of liberates you if you have you know, I put in my best and that's good enough. May not meet the other person's standards or someone else's standards,
correct,
but I did my best. That's all you're going to get.
correct. So Jill, this question is directed towards you
Uh-oh.
and the audience. The
Uh-oh.
audience, you can comment on this. So
And we have some more people who came in. Steve Saxon. Hey, Steve.
Steve,
Hi.
what's going on,
Hey.
Steve?
And Stacy. Hi.
Hi, Stacy. Hi.
Hi.
So when we're talking about enough, okay. So with enough, how does one really get a grip on themselves in deciding what is enough? We talked about money earlier. What's enough with money? What's enough things? Possessions. What's enough cars? Like, I mean, I'm serious.
Well, you want 20
These
cars
things,
now?
what's enough cars? Like right now, um, I have a van that I use for work and stuff like that, and then I have a car which is a Jeep, and then Jill has her car which is a little sports car, and but I get opportunities to get other vehicles that may be something I desire. But I
So if
will
you
say,
added a car, that's probably too many cars.
yeah, I can't justify it. So the amount of vehicles we have now is enough.
For us. Whereas if
But-
we were,
But
Jay Leno, maybe we'd have 20 car garage.
if I had a 6-car garage, I would
You would fill them up?
probably have more cars. Yes, absolutely. I would have more cars.
Okay. Well, I'm not very
so what-
materialistic. Like the biggest item that I believe I can't have enough of, and anybody who knows me knows this answer.
Books.
Books. I don't think you
Books.
can have enough books. I really don't. I don't.
Well, that gets into hoarding. So
That
we'll
you- I don't think you can hoard
we'll
books.
get into that on
Books
another
are
show.
knowledge.
Books are knowledge, and books are entertainment, and books are many things. But again, that's another show.
Another show.
That is definitely
Another
another
show.
show. But no one in the audience tonight
They
has
have not answered
commented.
that.
Everyone's quiet about what's enough for them, what's enough money.
I want to
if-
know what's good enough, though. Like, is good enough healthy or is good enough settling? What does that mean to them?
good enough is a little different because people may be
Well,
in
that's
their
our topic, though, sweetheart.
no. What's enough?
No, our topic is good enough.
Why'd you change it?
That's what you
it
told
was
me.
supposed to know.
No, it was always good
No.
enough on the board.
We have
a
a board.
and it
It's-
says good enough.
Ah, she's right. Jill is right. It did
Hello,
say
Charlie. Welcome,
good
welcome.
enough. Hey, Charlie. Good to see you. It's funny. Charlie just showed up. We got to get Charlie to Atlanta.
Yes.
I'm going to text you on that, Charlie. We'll talk. You and I.
Oh,
We gotta get you to
John has
Atlanta.
answered us.
Okay. What did John say?
John says, for me, it's Stuart Smalley, good enough. You thinking about that one?
Yes, I would love elaboration.
All right, John.
Yes.
Elaborate,
I would
please.
love elaboration on that one. Yes.
Well, while John is elaborating, let's move to segment number 2.
I'm trying to help you.
So,
All right. So,
well,
how
my
are you-
question here would be, well, what do you do if nothing's ever good, if nothing is ever good enough? What do you? Because those kind of people exist
I
too.
thought this
Nothing's
is
ever
I'm
good.
trying to help you.
It
Isn't
is.
this
That's a
segment?
question. It's advice for
I'm
people
trying to
who.
help you, so the advice can't be a question.
The advice. I'm asking
Ah.
you. What would you tell people?
Is that what you're asking
Yes,
me?
we've done this show before.
Is that what
we've
you're
done this
asking
show
me?
for 7 years
No.
straight, and that's how I start the segment. Is what do you think about this, sweetheart?
That's not what you said.
What do you think about that?
That's not what you said. Well, I think it's actually up to each individual on what is good enough. But you really need to think about it before you answer that question for yourself. What is good enough? And it goes for anything. What is a good enough relationship? What is enough money? What is enough of something that you do? What is enough? The thing that you do, does it become an obsession? So you have to ask all of these questions to yourself before you decide what is good enough. And some people may have a real difficulty with answering that question for themselves. What is good enough? Because they always want more. And many millionaires and billionaires, more. They'll tell you, more. I got to make more money, more this, more that. And that's their drive. So
Well,
money is
sometimes
never
that drive, I mean, if you think of people like Steve Harvey, who was once homeless, lived in his car, had that type of situation, unhoused, I should say, and lived in his car. So now he works nonstop because he never wants to get to that point again.
yes, but that's actually something he needs to overcome.
I'll let you talk to Steve about that. In the meantime, John did elaborate on Stuart Smalley. That's I can't pull it up either because we would have had to put it in.
Yeah, okay.
We could have.
Yes.
We would have shown an image,
Yes.
but it's an Al Franken character on SNL,
Yes.
and has that
Yes.
catchphrase.
So he's enough. So if you're like him, that's enough.
That's
You're
enough.
good. You're
good
perfect. That's enough.
That's good enough. And
That's good
Earl
enough. That's
is here. Earl and Donna. And Donna says, I am good enough, but I'm not sure how to take that.
Well, actually, now that is an excellent perspective.
Yep.
See, because if you question yourself and, hey, I'm good enough, hey, I'm good like this. So it means you're confident
like
in
that?
yourself,
Good like
but
that?
then you question that decision. So that's good. But that, I often say to Jill, I'm just trying to keep you on your toes, right?
I
Keep
don't
you on
like
your
that
toes.
phrase. I don't like that phrase.
She
Because
doesn't
I
like
always
that
say,
phrase.
I'm not a ballerina. I don't need to be on my toes.
I need to keep you on your toes.
I don't like that phrase.
So, but saying that and questioning your own decisions of whether you're good enough is a good thing. It's actually a very good thing.
It is.
Yeah.
And John says the Al Franken character that he was talking about, he's been through a pantload of 7 steps to redemption programs. And he talks to himself in the mirror, just kind of like what you were just saying, to try to raise his self-esteem.
Yes, and
So you are good enough.
yes, and that's something all of us need to do. We don't need to try to hold ourselves up to what society says we should be.
I would definitely fail at that. I've never done what society expected of me.
But we should hold ourselves up to the standards of who
We are.
think we should be. Mm-hmm. The type of person we should be. Mm-hmm. Right. So I don't, in this case, if I look at myself and I say, am I good enough? Yes, I'm good enough just the way I am, but I still want to improve.
Well, I
and
think we're
be
both
a-
like
yes,
that.
and be a
We are. Every
better
day I try to
version
be
of-
better than I was the day before.
Yes,
I really do.
To be even a better version of the person I'm happy with now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like I'm putting myself down or anything because I'm the person I am now. But I'm happy with who I am. But I would even
We have
like
some
to
more
be better.
comments.
Okay.
Charlie says, I talk to the wall. Does the wall talk back? What does the wall say to you, Charlie? I would love to
Charlie,
know.
that's something different. That's called time out. So, I think your wife's been putting you in time out when you're talking to the wall. That's what's happening there.
That's funny. That's funny.
And she says, really, Charlie? Time out. We'll go talk to the wall. That's good.
All right, we have more comments from Earl. Personally, I have never accepted anything being good enough. I try to be motivated to achieve more, not want more, but achieve more for self-gratification. That's an excellent point, Earl. And, you know, Earl and I go back to high school and grade school, so I know that's very true about him. So
Earl, you're my
excellent.
guy. You're my guy.
Yep. And he says, better tomorrow than I was today.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, that is exactly how I feel.
And Charlie's
I
agreeing
look
with you. He said, yes, sir.
Talk to the wall, Charlie. Time out.
And I'd also like to say hello to Margetta. Hi, Margetta.
Margetta is here. Hello,
Hi.
Margetta. What's going on? We're happy that you're here.
We are.
And what's good enough for Margetta? Oh,
she doesn't settle. That I know.
no,
I know
she
that
does-
for sure.
she does
does not settle.
She does not. She does not. And she's on her journey to even better. So, cool.
And-
We're in
and-
your corner.
Charlie, Earl is talking to you. He says, Charlie, I've talked to the wall before too. That's supposed to be a thing. Maybe I should try that.
That's not going to work on me,
not-
Jill. Yeah, you
No,
can't
for
tell me.
For me to talk to the wall.
Oh, well,
me
Jill,
to put
time-
myself.
time-
like,
I'll
I'm
put
gonna,
you in a
No, I'm going to
timeout.
put myself in
I will
timeout.
put
It's like
you in
I'll be back.
timeout.
I'm going to my timeout. I'll put myself in a timeout.
No, I'd rather put you in timeout.
No.
You know when I need to put Jill in timeout? When she's had caffeine. See, she's laughing because she knows. You put Jill on caffeine.
It's like, woo!
Yeah,
like, woo!
Jill, you need
Let's
to-
go!
you need to
Yeah!
You need to take a time out. And when she takes that time out, it won't slow her down any. She'll just keep going.
Woo, 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 until I am tired. But Earl, on another note, Earl says, I've had my bad times as well. We all have. Yep. But that's when you keep striving, for
Yeah.
for achieving more.
That's cool.
And Earl thinks you would actually redo the wall. And John's telling me to put the needle on the record. Okay.
Put the needle on the record. Needle on the record.
Will do.
All
Okay.
right. Cool.
All right.
That is cool.
You all are really funny tonight.
Yes.
But we love it. We love it. All right. Call her Java Jill.
Java.
As it doesn't even take coffee for me to get up. Like, woo! Yeah.
Well,
I can get up on the table. You want me to get up on the table? I'll get up on the table.
Yes, I got dollar bills. I got dollar bills.
That's what makes me stop. As soon as someone gets a dollar bill out, I'm done.
Would you like quarters instead?
No, like with 20, I keep going.
Oh,
and higher.
20s, you'll keep dancing?
Dollars, yeah.
I'm going to have to get a...
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going to have to get one
you
of
could
them
get a
bill guns.
yeah. Now we're talking, but make sure they're not ones.
No, I don't roll like that. Sorry.
And John says they're just getting warmed up. Okay.
Make it rain.
That's
See?
right.
Charlie knows.
That's right.
Make it rain.
Make it rain. Okay.
Ooh, boy.
Well, shall we get to our last segment?
I think we should because the
Oh, it's
show's
kinda-
almost
it's kinda
over.
gonna-
Did you hear about this? Okay, you did that quickly.
I did. Because I'm just hitting buttons because I'm like, woo. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is,
Last
this
segment.
is the last segment.
Yeah. Did you hear about this?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
tonight I decided to find out what are the top benefits of having a good enough mentality, meaning, not one where it's negative, where you're just settling, but, where you're just, not striving for perfection either. But before I get to that, I will read Earl's comment, which says, life is comforting when things are enough. but exciting when you reach for more. Ooh,
Oh,
Earl, when did you
yeah.
start writing poetry, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna reach.
That's really
I'm gonna reach for more.
anyway. Okay.
I'm gonna reach.
It is-
right
it
after
is-
this show.
Anyway, see that we got 5 more minutes to go. Okay, so you want to hear the top 3 reasons?
Yes, let's
The
let's
top
hear
3
'em.
benefits.
Yeah, let's hear 'em.
Usually, people who have a good enough mentality, meaning not striving for perfection, they avoid comparisons. They're really just looking at themselves and striving to achieve more, just like Earl was saying. Another one is they stay in the present. You know, I'm a dreamer. Everybody knows this. I have big
Okay.
dreams for the future, and I'm always thinking about that. But I really, I would say the last 2 years especially, I've
Okay.
really tried to stay in the present too, and be
Okay.
grateful for what I have now and where I am
Okay.
now and
Yeah.
how far I've come and all of that. And then the biggest one is it frees you up, man. It liberates you.
That's the biggest one. It frees you up, man.
Yeah.
That's it. Is
That's
that what it says?
That's
Let me
what
see.
it
What
says.
is that? Does that say
It
it
says
frees?
liberated.
Oh,
But you know,
no,
I
it
just
frees
kind
you up,
of,
man.
I just kind of ad-libbed on that, you know. You know,
Yeah, you did.
I
Frees
did.
you up,
Just kinda-
man.
just kinda
Frees you
ad-lib.
up. All right.
and
well,
that's all
cool.
according to psychology today.
Okay. Cool.
So now that we've kind of done, you know, a circle here, do you think it's good enough is healthy or settling?
Well, I don't think it's an either or.
Neither do I.
So we agree
What?
tonight.
We agree?
Yes.
Look at what you all did to us. You actually
Yes.
made us agree.
Yeah, I think each situation is a little different, and each person has to assess what it is for them.
That's right. Starting with what is enough?
So
What's enough?
So one person is, oh, this is good enough for me, may not be good enough for another person. It doesn't, that good enough isn't
Yeah,
good
because
for
people
them.
tell you, they used to anyway, tell you all the time they couldn't be married to me.
They still tell me that. Not used to. What are you talking about? And I'm glad they couldn't be married to you. You're a special woman.
I am special.
You're a special
For
woman.
some reason, I think that's not a compliment right now, but
Yes.
I am special.
But I do want to say something to all the people that are in Kentucky.
Hey, Kentucky!
That we're going to be in Kentucky.
Not this
aren't
weekend,
we?
but next weekend.
Yes, next weekend.
In a week.
We're going to be in Kentucky.
Woohoo! And I will
Yes.
do my best not to dance on a table. Just don't give me any caffeine.
But I
Or a
can give you a
bar.
couple of 20s and you might be down.
I might. See, I'm not high maintenance. I'm not high maintenance at all. See?
Okie dokie.
All right. Well, shall we start wrapping up?
I guess so. If it's that time, is it that time?
Well,
It's
we have
almost
things
that
to say,
time.
so yeah, it's almost that time. We have things to say
All
about
right.
I'm right. The rest of the season.
Okay.
Do you want to say it first, or you want me to?
Well, as usual, I want to let everybody know. Remember to watch I'm Right every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And you can watch that on YouTube or Facebook or go directly to Jill's website, which is jillcoxcordova.com. And also, we will be starting a new season in January 2025, and this will be the last month of this season. So we're going to take 2 months off and come back.
Yes, we're not going to be live for 2 months, but we're preparing
No.
for next season. So to me, that's not off.
Yeah, not off. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, y'all
Yes.
get it, right?
But we would also like to get you pumped for next season because, as Tony was just saying, next season, starting in January, We're going to try to have a live guest every show, every episode, if we can. So on my website, jillcoxcordova.com, and not on your website yet. So on my website, jillcoxcordova.com, you can sign up if you would like to talk about any type of relationship, whether it's romantic, friendship, family, work, whatever the type of relationship you want to talk about. Just fill out the form and tell us what you're thinking, and you could actually book that too. Like you can pick a date that you would like to be our guest, and we'll do that. Also, one thing that I'm very excited about, Tony,
Yes, what is
because
that?
you came up with this idea.
Okay.
Because
I get ideas.
yeah, you've got really great ideas. We're gonna start the Young Gene Club.
Yes, I like this idea. So, as you all can see, I look much younger than my age. I am 65 years old, and I will be 66 in December, 2 months away, actually a little bit less. So, we decided we wanted to feature people's pictures of people that look much younger than what they are.
Yes. So if you know someone, or if you're that someone, soon on my website you can, there'll be a link where you can either nominate someone and send us their picture, or that you nominate yourself. And then, maybe we'll feature you as one of our segments during our show.
Yes, and this is for people that are 50 and over, I believe we decided.
We did decide
50 years
'Cause we're
old and older.
And
and
yes,
older.
50 and beyond.
So if you're 100 years old and you look like you're 80,
You're in.
you're in. But if you're 100 years old and you look like you're 120, I'm sorry, you're out.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No,
if you
no,
make
no,
it to
no.
100,
If you look
I
like
would,
you're
I would weigh in on the
120
side of
years old.
still showing you because you made it to 100.
No, they're out. Look,
I
if
don't
you're
know about
100
that.
years old and you look like 120, look, as many of you know, I drove truck for many years. I mean, I'm kind of driving again, but sometimes I'd pass a car and there'd be a person sleeping in the passenger seat. And they may have been, 80, 90, maybe 100 years old, but I swear I thought they were dead. Because they look that old.
This is not how we want to end our show tonight, sweetheart.
They
oh my
look like
goodness.
they were like
That is
200
that
years
is not how
old.
we want. We don't want to end on
So
this note. So
we
I'm going to
do-
read what people have said in the
we
comments.
do want
John,
the people
we
that
will
look
have
young
stories,
for their
We will have
age.
stories after Kentucky, and we will spill. Earl says, great. Charlie said, great topic. So Earl said, I agree with you, Charlie. The subject is awesome and is near and dear to me. Aw, that's wonderful.
Cool.
So anyway, we're going to leave on a happier note than what he just said. So we have 3 more shows
Gene.
left this season,
Young Gene.
and then we'll start again in January. But be
Not
thinking
old
about
Gene.
really talking to us. We would love to talk to everyone who's been here tonight.
Yes. And at any time, and I don't, Jill, did you ever put up the QR codes this show and all that?
No.
Well, we have QR codes that will pop up during the show. So if all of a sudden you get the itch, you want to talk directly to us and see us and interact and let the audience see you, the QR codes we have, all you have to do is use your cell phone. Boom, boom, boom. You'll be.
But
in
not
the
in this show, 'cause
not
we're
in
ending.
this show. But yeah, but we have those actually. See, proof. There it is.
See, he likes to put it over my head. That's why.
There it
he's
is.
so- he
It's
likes
true,
to
but
put
we
over my
didn't
head.
pull it up this show. So anyway, we'll make sure we put that up in next season quite often. Because you might decide on the spur of the moment. That
Yeah,
you just,
and maybe if you don't want to talk to us, maybe you want to talk to the guest. I don't know.
Yeah, if the guest is there, you can also talk to the guest. So
Yep.
Simple.
Oh wait, John says I've got a question.
okay.
Is the piano frame in the background functional?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And to answer
This is
that,
my childhood piano. Well, one piece of it, and in the room that we're in, there are 3
Yes.
pieces, and every
Yes, the
not-
strikers
maybe not
are
the
on the
keys,
wall.
and the keys are on the
Are
ceiling.
up and on the ceiling, and I made those into a key wave. And yes, I turned Jill's childhood piano into art.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, Earl has a great idea. In fact, do you have a pen? I normally have pens.
Yes, I have.
Earl
a pen.
says submission in a relationship would be a good topic. Ooh, Earl, you are correct. For a long time, I couldn't even
Submission?
say that word. I couldn't even
Submission?
say the word when I was
Well.
in a relationship.
How far do we want to submit?
Oh my goodness. I keep trying to end the show on the right note. One night I will be able to do that.
How much do we want to submit?
Anyway, it is time to go.
Mistress Jill.
John says, find the right notes. You could play the old NBC tones. I could. I
Yeah,
could.
we
Yeah.
but we
I
need our
could.
own tone.
Yeah. Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, we need a
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah, we'll have to.
Anyway, now it's becoming noise. So, everyone, we hope to see you again next week, 8 o'clock Eastern. We love you all.
Oh, we do
And-
love them all. We need music.
Bye.
See y'all. And we really do love you all.
Me too.
And that's what we try to spread. Love and kindness.
Bye.
Push some buttons, Jill. There we go.